The silent caller. It started with the phone call. I was sitting alone in my apartment one late evening, a cup of tea in hand, when the landline rang. I rarely got calls on that old thing, so I picked it up without thinking. "Hello?" I said, my voice slightly cracking. There was only silence on the other end, a heavy, suffocating silence. I was about to hang up when I heard a faint breathing. It was slow, methodical, like someone was listening, waiting. I waited too, unsure of what to do. Then, the voice whispered, so softly, it was almost imperceptible. "I see you." My heart skipped a beat. The voice was hoarse, like it hadn't been used in years. I pulled the phone away from my ear for a moment, then slowly brought it back, trying to steady my breath. "Who is this?" I asked, my voice trembling. The line went dead. I stared at the phone, frozen. A wave of unease washed over me. I checked the caller ID, but it was unknown. Nothing about the number seemed familiar. I set the phone back down, trying to convince myself it was a prank, but deep down, I knew it wasn't. There was something wrong. I shook off the feeling, deciding it was just my imagination. But the next day, something strange happened. I came home from work to find my front door slightly ajar, though I was certain I had locked it before leaving. My first instinct was to check for signs of a break-in, but there was nothing disturbed. Everything seemed normal, except for one detail. My phone was on the kitchen counter, far from where I had left it. I picked it up, feeling my palms grow clammy. As I turned it over, I noticed something chilling. The screen was covered in a faint, wet fingerprint. It wasn't mine. I tried to calm myself, telling myself it was just some weird coincidence. I checked the locks again, locked all the windows, and went to bed, but the fear gnawed at me. I couldn't shake the feeling that someone had been in my apartment. The calls continued. They came every night, at the same time. Each one more unsettling than the last. The voice was always the same, raspy and quiet. "I see you. I know where you are." One night, I couldn't take it anymore. I stayed awake, sitting in the dark, phone in hand, waiting. At exactly 11:32 p.m., the phone rang again. I answered it immediately. "Who are you?" I demanded, my voice hoarse with fear. For a long moment, there was only silence. Then, just as before, I heard the whisper, so close to my ear it felt like they were standing right beside me. "I'm behind you." I spun around, heart pounding, but there was no one there. Only darkness. I turned on every light in my apartment, checking every corner, every closet. Nothing. But something felt off. My apartment felt colder. The walls seemed to close in around me. And then, I realized with horror that my phone was ringing again.